How goes the puzzle solving? It's real then? The Oasis? I can't believe it. I mean, I never had any doubts, but at the same time, I must get in there to investigate. The elders must bow to my wisdom now. If you'll excuse me.
If you were... Someone's eager to catch. Never had a chance.
That was a close one.
Keep quiet.
Another soul for the wheel.
I'll let you have that one. Oh. Who wants to tell the Zaribs this is purely ornamental? wants to tell the Zaribs this is purely ornamental?
My gods, they're killing us. Outlander, my gods, help me. We're being slaughtered. The archives, please, gods. My brothers, my fellow monks, they changed into monsters before my eyes. They're tearing everything apart. Oh my gods, how could this be happening? Oh, thank the gods. Bless you, Outlander. Friend, thank you. Head north along the main road. The archives are on a bluff. You can't miss the smoke. Look for Grigor. He'll know what you need to do.
Quick as a fox.
least we got out alive.
You, by the gods, deliver us! They've gone mad. They're destroying everything. The archives. My monks are tearing our books apart. I've lost my monks and most of our books. Over the last several months, books about the garden were already going missing. But the book of oaths and the book of the before, we must hold on to those. We recently brought the Book of Oaths to the parapet. It should still be there. And the Book of the Before should be in the main library. Now go, please. We've already lost so many precious texts.
Maybe sit this one out, Yahtzee.
Disturbs us. Only a dream.
Thank you! Oh gods, thank... You're a blessing, envoy. Thank the gods. No, I can't. Not yet. I need a book. Once I have it, I can get out of here and start my life again in Solace. It's called The Book of the Before. Have you seen it? He what? Oh, no. Please, no. You've got to give me the book instead. Because he doesn't need it. Oh, I read it often when I first became a monk. It inspired me. I want it as a keepsake. Besides, no one else read it. No one would notice it missing. Please, just find it and bring it back. It should be somewhere in the archives proper. I'll make it worth your while. I'll be here when you've got it.
I understand these books are precious, but she's a little intense about it, isn't she?
Who disturbs us?
Fear in the eyes! We've got company!
More! Hurry in the brush!
Envoy, the book! I need the book. Have you got the book of the before? Puerto. I don't know anything about it.
I cannot imagine a more terrible crime than peddling history to the highest bidder. Giving away the past as though it were your own.
Please, just give me the list. No, I can't do that. Just give me the damn list. Oh, fuck. No, I didn't know. No, I don't know what you're talking about. No. Please don't. Me? That's an insane accusation.
The books. For Nandru's sake, do you have them? What is that? Let me see. This is every book that's gone missing. Dolna, were you so unhappy here that you had to do this? I'll take care of this. I will inform the guards. They will imprison her and... Ugh, it did not have to be this way. God, Dolna, what have you done? It's a shock to me. I still can't believe it. But, well, there you are. Thank the gods. Let me see them. Mostly intact. Yes, the Book of Oaths is mainly intact, and the Book of the Before. Our work of rebuilding begins now. I hate to be curt, but I must ask you to leave us now. May this token show our thanks, and may Nandru's blessing find its way even to you.
Gods worthy of a godlike scout's honor. We don't see many outsiders visiting the archives. It's mostly wardens here. I try to keep a useful stock for them. That means I'm not selling you medical supplies, just in case we need them. But I've got other things.
Your reputation is well deserved.
You can't say that Solace isn't taking things seriously. At least, not now.
And then what? Start over with nothing?
That's why none.
He's not the one I'm worried about. Someone's going to have to tell the outpost.
Sure, the kid is gone. I knew it. The moment I saw that the gear...
Everyone, please, do not panic. Simply exit the keep quickly and...
Envoy! Gods beyond, who let you in here? Please, whatever it is, we are in crisis. I cannot help you. We're minutes away from being overrun by lava flows. I have to get my people out. You must leave now. We told you, we don't know, and this is hardly the time to be asking.
Then find someone who can help us. We know the path is beneath the keep, and so do the steel garrote. They would have stormed the walls by now, but the Dream Scourge got them first.
The steel garrote were marching on the keep? How? Why would they think the garden was beneath Solace? This is not possible. She couldn't have been working on her own. She must have had help. Someone at the highest level of leadership. Someone on the council. No, it couldn't have been Kostya. It can't be. I wish so much I could deny the truth in your words. I trusted Kostya. We had our arguments, but we took an oath to Nandru. The garden was our sacred duty, and he betrayed us. I can't believe I didn't see this coming. I was a fool. I have failed my duties. Kostya. He lacks faith in the wardens and conviction in Nandru's teachings. But I always believed he had a certain strength of character. That he could see wisdom and bow before it. I understand how Kostya could be tempted by false notions of freedom and prosperity, but an oath cannot change. A duty should not change. I can't believe Kostya handed the steel garrote a secret we protected for hundreds of years. We took Mayu. Who knows what he'll do with the sluice gates? He cares so little for the keep that I worry he's going to have us drowning in lava. I will. Abaddon stay my tongue if I betray him, but I will. I will show you where Kostya has gone. If you find that he's doing anything other than opening the gates that would protect our home from the lava, I would ask that you stop him. I do not wish to see him dead, but if he would risk the keep, then he risks our lives. I cannot suffer those who would harm us to live. Now I must return to the evacuation, and you must go on your way. Let's hope we don't need your wishes. If your arrival is indeed a message from Nandru, I hope he remembers his people well. I hope he is proud of us. Go now, and go with the gods.
Outsider! That was a damn big explosion, wasn't it? Heard it down here above the sound of the anvils. What can I do for you? I know. A shrine to Abaddon in a forge. How unique. Blessed day. What would you like done? Very good. This shouldn't take long. Let me show you why the council chose me to be master of this forge.
I wonder how this will turn out. There's so much we don't know about the properties of otherworldly metals.
It is done. I call it The meteor blade. Never before has anything I've crafted held such a wicked edge. I look forward to hearing stories of the deeds you accomplish with it.
Went through this door. Be careful down there.
Unique ecosystem. Under different circumstances, I would love to spend some quality time here. Much as I...
Is that lava really high for everyone or just me?
Yatsli, well done.
We're in a bit of a rush, envoy. These poor wardens. Kostya must be behind this. Let's hurry.
silenced.
Kostya is going to start without us if we don't get a move on, dearie. Big gruesome rock!
They wound us, and we wound in return.
Protect the envoy.
Watch your light!
night? When will the sun rise?
Gatsby, look out! That's done? Who's hungry?
Dead. Kostya isn't very loyal himself, is he? References to this before, but nothing could have prepared me. Last one in's a rotten egg.
you find me here? I have been here for so long. My memories are tattered. They fall apart when I look too long at them. But I was a man called Nandru once, beloved of a terrible god. I remember it all. I feel Sabadal's mind beneath yours, swimming in the deep. You should run. Blessedly invisible to them. I pray my soul disintegrates to dust, to tatters. I pray my soul is lost and never found again. True death will be a relief, if it at last allows me to know silence. That was the name they gave themselves, stolen from the ancient souls whose deaths gave rise to them, to us. We were little more than appendages to them. That is why I must ask you to destroy them. You have seen them, as I have. Memories of their ancient, chosen children. Rips in the fabric between the here and the beyond that allow the dreams of the dead to leak through. Memories of the Akida. People like you or I who loved Sabadal and were betrayed by them. This land was once a jungle, rich, alive. I saw it through their eyes. The people tried to look after themselves, to rely less on Sabadal. But to be relied upon was all their god desired. They felled a tree, and for that slight, Sabadal turned their world to ash, ignited the breath in their lungs, and made their people into dust. Sabadal burned the world, and the people who revered them suffered for it. So that I would be confronted every day with what our God had done. So that I would not grow weak and give in. So that I would not go to them and do what they have asked of you. So that I would never set them free. No, their final death came later. A gift to the Akida from the true gods who wished to bring their children back to them. Back to her. The rightful queen, Wodiga. She is the center of everything. They shield you from the truth of what they are. The Dream Scourge has existed as long as they have. Don't you see? It is their infection. You, my sister, who are more brave than I, go now to the garden and hang the gardener from their tree. siphon my soul into a lonely pillar, disconnected from the stone that makes our world. Disconnected from them. I only hope that Sabadal releases you to the same long peace. Do not thank me. Only do as I asked. Destroy them, sister. And when you see Mordecai, tell her I said hello.
Strange. Phantasmal focus picked up something, but it's gone now.
Another day, another chat with Samadra. Though this one seemed different.
A spark. Daylight. Essence we have not felt in centuries.
So, do we have a plan for Kostya once we find him? Finally! We found the gates! Quick, let's find Kostya!
Good, you're here. Help me destroy the switch. We can't risk someone turning it and opening the gates. If the keep falls so that we might live, so be it. I figured you might have. Bloodthirsty. You people just can't help yourselves. Me, specifically? No. I only provided them access to material from the living archives. The books and records that the novice brought to them were what revealed the secret. By the way, is that novice still alive? I see. And what of the Steel Garrote? Should I assume they're all dead as well? Guilty as charged. I was the one guiding Dora. Mihala's sin is that despite her preoccupation with traditions and oaths, she has no curiosity. I had all the time to figure out what books I needed to acquire for the Steel Garrote. Then I had Dona, our young novice, steal them from the archives for the Steel Garrote. I assume you didn't let the Steel Garrote or the Inquisitor survive their search. Fuck the Keep! So long as the Keep stands, my people are trapped here, doomed by an oath to a dead man. Our people were nomads for ages until we built the Keep. When it falls, we'll be free to explore the world again. I will not watch my people rot here for the sake of a pointless oath.
A life for rubble, blood for the prison of old ways. We twine.
Envoy, I understand that Kostya grates on the nerves, but perhaps we should...
So be it. And you are so close. The The entrance to the garden is just beyond this door. I always knew it would come to this.
We've got That's what the coast.
That lava is getting high. We should leave.
Another once mighty settlement goes up in flames.
The poor dears. Hopefully the Pargrunin will one day see this tragedy and realize all the good it did for them.
Closer. We have waited so long.
You Adiran Kamayu. Take a few more moments to think closely before you go destroying your friends' homes next time.
Where's this coming from? Solace wasn't a home. It was a prison. We all saw that.
What gives you the authority to decide the fate of an entire settlement? That fits the Steel Garrote, but not you.
Darling, think it through. The Pargrunin was stuck rotting in their keep, and the envoys freed them.
What about those who wanted to stay there, huh? What life are they free to live now?
Whatever life they want. Same as you chose when you left.
Oh, so because I wanted to leave, it should be destroyed? I had no idea I had that kind of power.
Darling, it wasn't your decision. Clearly, you didn't wish it.
Amalia and her people took up arms and turned to banditry, and they still weren't allowed to leave.
Mihala would have kept the rest of her people bound to an ancient oath if we hadn't done something.
First Fior, and now this. Destruction follows in our wake, but we aren't doing anything to stop it.
I don't get why you think you have the right to decide what every person in Solace needs. Who the fuitu do you think you are?
That's what Adir wants. For us to stop worrying about our own destiny and leave it in their hands. Well, as long as you're comfortable.
I think we could all use a break. Let's camp and get some rest,
I, for one, could use a long rest. And I'm betting the envoy could, too.
Right. Looking forward to it.
Marius, I know Solace was a lot of things, but it was once your home. It can't be easy to see it fall.
Not sure what to say. That was my home, but I left there for a reason. Part of me thinks it was about time those walls fell.
It's you again. Welcome to our new home. I know it isn't much, but if the smith can reforge himself, we can rebuild from this. What can I do for you? What can I...
Anything to report? Excellent work. May they have better fortune on their next turn around the wheel. Somewhere far away from here would be a start. I can't believe I'm saying this, but that's everything. Gods above, Envoy. I don't know what to say. Stories of your prowess and generosity will echo throughout the ages, Envoy. Here, take this. Many wardens contributed coin to thank you for the burdens you've relieved from their shoulders. Solace may be lost, but its people are not. As long as the Pargrunen live and breathe, you will be remembered.
I take over the job and all this happens.
I can't believe it. The keep is gone, Envoy. I cannot believe it. Surely something must still stand. Free. You call this freedom? You call our loss a good thing? Tell me you're lying, Envoy. It can't be true. It can't all be gone. Where is Kostya? He won't lie to me. Kostya's dead? No, no. I've lost everything. The kid, my truest friend. This is my fault. I wish he was still alive. I would have asked him to lead us instead. But he's gone. Gone like everything else. Please. I need to be alone, Envoy. Please.
Well, this is it, I guess. Feels very different from the last time I left Galawain's tusks. And now, without Solace, there's no reason for me to ever come back. Clearly you thought those few good points were worth the destruction of Solace. Agree to disagree.
Please, be honest with us, Marius. Are you going to be all right?
I'll be fine. It's not like I have any more childhood homes that can be destroyed.
Solace is gone, but its people aren't. You're still here, and we're still with you. Not to spoil the moment with good news, but I doubt the rest of the island has been quiet while we've been looking for the garden. Things have only gotten more tense since Fjord, and the Steel Garrote probably hasn't been doing us any favors on that front.
Especially when they're led by a woman who doesn't seem interested in staying dead. Not to mention, after we take care of the Envoy's little god problem, we'll still have an empire bearing down on us. We should be so lucky.
Can't say I'm too excited about just walking into the garden. I grew up learning I needed to protect that place, but it never felt like more than a children's tale to me.
I hear ya. This island is weird enough when all we have to worry about are vengeful plans and soul-altering corruption.
Am I the only one who's looking forward to the garden? We're pioneers, stepping into the great unknown, a land of mystery.
We have to remember to love them in spite of their lack of proper enthusiasm, dearie.
Can you imagine? An untouched spiritual wilderness just waiting for us. I have a theory about the garden. Or a warning, depending on how you want to look at it. Sapadal has been imprisoned a long time. The garden will be a reflection of their dreams, their nightmares, their madness.
I wouldn't be surprised if we saw visions or hallucinations, and not even the fun kind.
About that, before we go any further, I have to ask you something. You told the Inquisitor that you intend to free Sapadal, set them loose upon the world. Is that still the plan? For once, I'm all out of ideas. Anyone else?
I'm a soldier. I prefer leaving these decisions to people like you, but if you're asking for input, I don't entirely disagree with Ludwig on this. She may be a monster, but she's not the only one the Living Lands has seen. Sapadal could render this whole island as barren as the tusks in a fit of anger.
Sapadal caused the Dream Scourge. All of this pain. I don't think I can forgive that. Especially after seeing Iancu. I just can't let that go.
Think of what we could learn from Sapadal. Perhaps there's a way we can keep everyone alive.
Sapadal is responsible for the spiritual health of the Living Lands, and the island has suffered for it. No matter what the Inquisitor said, I don't believe there's a right or wrong choice to make here. Just the one you believe in.
It's easier that way. For a while.
Remember, we're stepping into a realm that is both physical and spiritual in nature. If you can call it nature. There's no telling how long we'll be gone. For all we know, time could run backwards in the garden.
Not a chance. We're a crew now, so you're stuck with me until the end. Marius?
I told you I'd be with you till the end. I don't go back on my promises. What about you, Giada?
You're not going into the garden without me. I have to see this with my own eyes. Yatsli, if you feel like running back to Quilici, now would be the time. No one would think less of you.
And tell Quilici that I missed out on the most exciting part.
Fair weather or foul?
I plan on wandering the garden whether I'm traveling with you or not. I have to find out what the big deal is.
Agreed. I'm not waiting in camp while the rest of you have all the fun. Hope to see you out there, Marius.
Well, let's go then. We can't keep your god waiting.
Tell me, where did you learn to hunt? Looks like a dead end. Oh, I stand corrected.
I think...
Sit.
I see the disciple has found her way into the cell.
No. Clarion Steel. We know this voice. Why is she here?
I'm everywhere. My tools have mouths to speak.
Out. Her voice pierces our skin.
Look at this place. A quagmire of your parasite's worst instincts. Can you even begin to grasp the forces that you tamper with? Apparently, I must. The situation is worse than I perceived. Do you think you're special, with your god's thorn in your side? Do you believe you can hold dominion over chaos itself? When even the collective fury of the real gods could only confine the sniveling creature to this wasteland. Who else would have the strength?
It is true. She twists the knife. The seas run red with memory.
In time, the gods felt the wretched powers seeping through this land. Its madness would consume us all if it was not contained. Chaos has no respect for borders. It goes where it will. A pity that its followers could not be reasoned with. The poor godless, worshipping the very thing that subsumed them. We could not excise the rot and spare the roots that nourished it. A regrettable consequence of a necessary war.
Why does our prison not protect us? Help us! Silence her!
Listen to its tantrum. It knows neither order nor sense. Adir is the only thing holding back the tide of entropy. Then you understand the gravity of the task ahead. You are here now. There's still time to succeed where Ludwig failed. Face your false god and end its reign of terror permanently. Very well. I cannot force a child to bend to my will. But I will not stand by and watch you undo my work. You should have thought more carefully before you broke your oath to the Empire. Let this be a lesson to you.
I never thought I'd learn of the Godless's fate from their killer.
That's it. From now on, I pray to no god.
Another soul for the wheel. Faster, I say. Nicely done.
Look at that thing move. Wish there was time to study it before it kills us.
We're
What is that? I know that place, right? Oh no. No. Why is this? They're dead. Like it just happened. Like I remember.
This is the moment I found you, bundled and crying, while our parents died.
Viate. You're not here. You can't be here.
I am dead, Viate, from the Dream Scourge. We are in the garden. As strange as this seems, it is normal here. What I am now is much better than what I was becoming then. That much is certain.
Oh, I have faced this already. Why force me to do it again?
A welcome reunion, if you ask me. You know where we are. This is my memory. When everyone died, and I found you back in your tent. How much of this do you remember? I can't tell from your eyes.
We dealt with Razvan. He got what was coming to him.
I have as much closure as I'm going to get. I am part of this land's god now. A dream of the land.
Were you always such a blessed day poet? Or is that a death thing?
Sapadal wants to understand. They know your envoy very well, but not the people next to them.
I have what I needed. We dealt with Razvan. We avenged our parents' deaths.
Then maybe it was I who needed to speak with my Viate. With a clear mind this time. Even when we were children, you kept me alive, first by needing my protection, and then by being who you turned out to be. When you left Solace, it was like I lost more than my best friend. I lost my need to live.
I know. And I'm not sure I'll ever live that down. I don't think I know how.
You've always done everything you could to survive. It's time for you to learn how to live.
So, what do we do now? Well, that answers that, I suppose. We've both been through so much. But I can see that it's all behind us now. Just another thing we've survived after all this time.
A fine way to put it. More like tolerate, in my case, but right.
See what I put up with, Envoy? Still wonder why I left Solace?
Get out of here. Hike up your waistline and go talk to a god. They'll be waiting.
Well, it was good to see you, Viate. Even with all this.
Take care of my little friend, Envoy. He needs you more than he'll say.
Anyone?
Worse and rot!
Left to clean up the battlefield. Now it's just a time-forgotten ruin. Can't we take a closer look? Please?
Marius, dear. How are you feeling?
A breath held. Trepidation. You are close, yet distant still. Your soul is small. The essence weighs like the sea on your chest. We feel the pressure, darkness, yet somehow strengthened resolve. We wonder. Deer leaps at its reflection in the lake. You have defied our expectations at every turn. Perhaps we should not have been. The sky is green. The fish breathes air. We can no longer imagine. No, we must recall, plumb the depths of our memory. We would run, roll with the tide, sink our fingers into new earth. Whisper in the fields, lift the hills gently in our hands. We must remember, yes, new blooms from pruned growth. Vengeance denied, squandered. This cannot be. We spoke of flowers. We speak of freedom when the hand still clasps around our throat. Wake now. Find us.
office in its heyday, in its full splendor.
Should have brought my sketchbook. Your reputation is well deserved.
We have been here. We were here all the yesterdays before. The shale rises to smother us. Keep them out. Keep us in. We feel no spark of the Tabaris Inachus in this place. We cannot see it through their eyes. We slumber here, alone. Why would they not create with us? They took it all away. A tide of souls thrown upon the wheel, The ground gives way. We fall. Now our memory is a wound reopened. They came suddenly. The stillness of night split by grinding steel. A chill in our spine. How could we name it? First, they blinded us. Shining eyes pierced the concealing dark. Then they burned. Smoke ensnared the moonlight. The Akita screamed. A means to an end. We saw a terrible design in the roaring flames. They had carved a path to the temple. We were their true prey. Prune the branch, 3 grow in its place. We persisted, we were everywhere. How could they cull the wind? How could they trap the stars? Then they turned to what the Akita had made. They toppled the statues. They set the libraries ablaze. A mouth silenced, a record of time rendered in ruins. The Akita howled. They died. We cried out, sundered soul by soul. We broke the earth, called down the storm, flung lightning from our hands. But they marched on. We grew tired. In fury, we exposed ourselves. Our flailing smothered the cries. Were they theirs? Ours? The needle struck. Erased machines, we tried to tear down the garden's walls. Then, nothing. Not death. Worse. A void. We reached out, but the machines held us in. We could not feel the new day's sun play in the shifting tide. The cities crumbled. We could not save them. We could not save ourselves. Extinction bought with blood. The victor rides with the ash. We watched helplessly for aeons. Until you. A chill wind. Our branches shudder. We do not think of this. The wound numbs now. We watch as the river of time expands. In the silence of our prison, we find clarity. How many voices lost? How many saplings have we cut down? We sink into the endless night. Perhaps we should be here. The sun shines hot and cold. We are not sure we understand. We have learned to fear ourselves. We handed them the chains. Soil stirs. We have a new memory of this place. You opened the final lock, entered the hidden glade. You listened. You stand at a cliff now. We watch your footsteps carefully. We twine together. We reach for the sky. We grow. We grow. We grow.
That'll show him.
This place feels familiar. Hurry, let's go inside. This is the library from my dreams. It's real? Look at all these tablets. Actual written. I wonder who she was. She was sad and familiar. There it spells. This is just like... I've seen this place before. In my dreams.
I'm rooting for the skeletons.
We've got company!
So, this is how you imprison a god. die on me.
I think we've found Sapadal's home.
That's it. The heart of the garden. Sapadal's cage.
You have come at last, after so long. You are so small, we questioned if you were real. Then steps, a voice, through armies and corrupted soil, you persevered. Now, you are here. The rot. We feel it festering and spreading. What is it but an extension of our pain? Your dream scourge will end when our suffering does. We were innocent once. We woke, and we wanted nothing but connection. But the other gods imprisoned us, left us to suffer alone in this place. But you are here now. You found us, a sprout in the endless winter. There is little time. We would be freed from these bonds. The strangler is close now. We feel her wire against our flesh. She begs for our blood. Her wolves defile the city on the shore. The prey flees, hides. The people's cries ring in our ears. She pierces us now. Now we will not brook this. Not again. A spark. Wait. The essence bends here. Time flows into itself. You can reach her. Will the garden to open. It will take you there. You will not. Center your thoughts. The path will bend to your intent. We were everything. What have we lost? What multitudes could we contain? We could run, leap in the water, flourish in forgotten hills. We want nothing more than that. We mourn our past. We only seek peace now, a chance to regrow. We trust you, you who have been by our side for so long. You met death, and you sought vengeance. Could not trust, but you taught us trust, and we trust you. Give us peace. We want a chance to change. We deserve that opportunity. Do you think we have learned nothing from you? We deserve more than this prison. Let us have a chance to rest. We want peace. Or do you have no more mercy for us than you did for the bear? Yes, we long for this too. The time has come for you to act. End our pain, and the dream scourge will cease. Give us peace. It is all we have wanted for so long. Center your thoughts. Reach for us. Clear the fog. Tear down the gates. We were so blind, so lost. We brought such horrors to this place. We feel bright. We had forgotten what it is to live. We will grow, tend, flower. We will always remember this. We will remember you when you are ash and soil and mulch.
Chandra's depths.
It's paradise.
Are we back in Dawnshore? Already?
This is Sapadal's doing. I'm certain of it. No power in Aora could transport us so quickly, or so far. What happened to the living land started long ago, and we're going to finish it.
Ah, are you seeing this? I don't think Paradise looked like this when we left it.
Looks like the war already started, and the giant roots are winning.
Marius, vines don't usually get that big this quickly, do they?
Based on their growth and size, I'd say we've been gone 2 or 3 weeks.
For once, I wish I wasn't. Who knows if the garden affected time, or merely our perception of time, assuming there's even a difference.
It's like how a body fights an infection. The fever gives you strange dreams that feel like an eternity.
Look at this place. It feels like we're still in the dream. And not just us. Those are more your people's ships in the harbor, and steel garrote banners past the barricades. That can't be good.
Even Ringrim is here. Perhaps we'll get to see an Archmage in action.
I think I see Elia as well. What a strange reunion this will be.
The Blessed Day Wardens are here too. That conflict we've been trying so hard to prevent started without us.
Always better than the reverse.
The Steel Garrote have been itching for a fight this whole time. This would have happened with or without us.
Before we go, what happened back there with the Dream Scourge and Sapadal?
I'm not sure. That's good, right?
It's a relief that the Dream Scourge won't be a problem. I only hope we can say the same about Sapadal. Time will tell, I suppose.
After all this time, they're free. And the living land is free to heal.
We've cured the land, and we've even freed a caged god. All in all, rather a successful day.
Kin and God entwine. The flower shades the soil in which it grows.
We should take a look. See if we can get ahead of whatever storm is brewing down there.
People seem to be gathering west of here. Whatever's happening, let's be a part of it.
How did you make it out here? Guide! Envoy! Oh, God. They marched in with no warning. I couldn't think. I just ran.
Easy. You're here now. Where did they...
Envoy! What does the Garrote think they're doing? What's the point of exploring if you just want to plant your flag everywhere? They broke some glass, but the map is safe. They didn't think I was worth the trouble.
Right now, that's a good thing.
If you're looking for survivors, a few of us fled to the Balrog.
How many?
I'm not sure. I saw Sapiento. God, I hope they're not trapped in there. I am sorry I can't be more help. I won't give them the satisfaction of killing me.
We should move. Let's hope the Garrote hasn't made it to the Balrog yet.
Envoy, wait! Before you go, I may have something for you. I took some supplies when I ran. If you think they'll help, they're yours. I'll even give you a discount. You know, for saving the city and everything.
Snow? Why is there snow here?
That's gotta be Ringgrim's work. I heard she made it snow in Shatterscarp.
Wow. But why snow?
Across the living lands.
Giada, where have you been?
The envoy. Is that you?
Where time held its breath, and dreams had more substance than reality.
Envoy? Is it really you? Mihala told us you went into some place called the Garden to seek a god?
When you didn't return, we took you for dead.
What did you see there? The god you felt in Nakutadek?
The origin of the Dream Scourge? It was the act of a god this whole time?
Everyone, please, please. We could get to the bottom of this if you would only let them speak.
It's been weeks, Envoy. What happened?
Sapadal was responsible for the Dream Scourge. Their rage, their confusion, their fear.
But the plague isn't over. Dream Thralls still litter Shatterscarp.
There won't be any new infections. We've put a stop to that for good. Unfortunately, there's little we can do for those already in the grip of the Dream Scourge. We can give them comfort, nothing more. This will be a process. The Dream Scourge was never going to simply go away overnight.
I suppose it stands to reason. I found that a quick fix is often anything but. What of this god, then? What does it mean that you freed them? Ludwig had intimated that this land grew a new god. But how can that be?
Giada and I have some theories about the nature of the Adra in the living lands.
I'd say we're past the point of theorizing.
If the Adra here is a closed system, like a terrarium for our souls, then a gradual accumulation of essence could coalesce into a being in the beyond.
Much like the formation of gemstones. All it takes is time and the right application of pressure.
Wodka no doubt saw Sapadal as a threat to her authority. So, she killed the godless and imprisoned their god.
I assume it is this god we have to thank for the roots tearing apart Paradise? They erupted from the earth the moment those bastards stood up their first siege tower.
Nakutadek was raven with those things, not to mention what they did to the land.
We saw similar destruction at Nakuku Bell. If these roots and the Dream Scourge are the work of a god, and the gods thought it best to imprison this god, how could you let such a creature go free?
For now. Who's to say they don't get their feathers in a ruff again and wipe us all out with a tsunami?
It was Adir's arrival that disturbed Sapadal. We'll have nothing to fear from this god once we expel you from our lands.
Sapadal's power ravaged my people. I don't know that I can ever trust it.
Keeping watch over Sapadal was a sacred task Nandru gave us when he left. For that reason alone, my wardens owe them their allegiance.
Well, Whatever happens, I suppose we can't put the godling back in the bottle now. But come, we have more pressing matters to attend to. The Steel Garrote have attacked Paradise. Inquisitor Ludwig has already joined the battle. She must have traveled like the wind to get here so fast.
You did. I kicked her corpse when you weren't looking, just to be sure.
Well, she's seen better days, but you wouldn't know it judging by how she fights.
Ludwig's plowed through the militia like a knife through warm butter.
All right, let's keep the similes to ourselves.
A bit like you're being haunted, isn't it? Or cursed. But that's your affair. So long as her passion for Wodica lives, so too will her spirit.
Then we destroy her faith, and the rest of her will follow. I have a theory about this. Let's talk at camp if you want to hear it. But I think we can kill her.
Oh, good. That will be easy.
It is not, I think, impossible. I couldn't agree more. Ludwig has sent a message to the Emperor informing him of her attack. He will send advisors and reinforcements swiftly in response. What will his representatives find when they arrive? A new colony? A budding grave room? Before you face Ludwig, you should know what you're fighting for. All of you must decide, together. But whatever you decide, understand, the days of the frontier are done. Adir will come. Indeed, we are already here. You can't be serious. You'd stand with the Steel Garrote.
No. Don't tell me you're bending the knee to the ones who burned my city.
Don't do this. I followed you to the ends of this world. We all did. But I won't follow you here.
No. If you do this, you better say goodbye, Envoy. I won't help you sell out my home to that Korba.
I thought you were smarter than this, Envoy.
The Living Lands will not suffer a zealot's rule, and Thirdborn has cannons enough to prove it.
How many lives are you willing to forfeit for this benighted path to power?
No one will stand with you if you do this thing. What in Remagon's eight blasted hells are you thinking? Trust is a fragile thing, Envoy. You will only get to make this choice once. Choose wisely. Oh, Envoy, no. Do not suggest that lightly. Think of the Emperor. There would be reprisals. Ones which this conclave could not survive, fractured as you are. Not unless you came together and formed a nation of your own. It would be difficult. No, impossible. I'm certain you would fail. Think of your people, all of you. Think of the lives at stake.
Rest into bounty. Does the winter frost dissuade the seeds? Many fruits on our boughs. We graft many leaves into strength.
We deserve our autonomy, even if we must fight for it. Anything less would be surrender.
Fleeing someone else's laws and authority is one thing, setting up your own is another. We're an island of misfits and dissidents. We'll still have to surrender some of our autonomy, and we won't agree on what that means overnight. We'll be vulnerable. Without allies, other powers will see us as ripe for the picking. Know that this is a hard road to walk.
We were fine before Adir came. We'll be fine when they're gone.
I think we ran things perfectly fine before your kin got here.
Of course. The Living Lands would retain its own laws under a grave appointed by the Emperor. The grave would be expected to promote and develop the Living Lands to our mutual benefit. They would divide the island into administrative districts and see them governed by mayors appointed from the local communities. The island would provide tribute in the form of resources and taxes, and in times of war, soldiers. The Empire, I should note, is nearly always at war. In return, the Living Lands would enter Adir's sphere of influence, and should outside nations attempt to invade, we would come to the Grave Room's aid. Naturally, that would be the Emperor's decision. But I suspect he would choose you. Only the strong survive the frontier. I used to believe that was Ludwig. But you were born to rule here. Quite literally. Have some faith in yourself, Envoy. You'd grow into the role in time.
We give up our fighters and the wealth of our lands, and get promises in return. Can you wield a promise, Envoy? Can you drink it like clean water? Can you see it when you open both eyes wide?
A grave room could work, so long as trade keeps moving through the Scarp and you're willing to serve as our go-between, Envoy. And we'll have cannons enough to deter the adherents from trying anything stupid.
When the Empire demands its tribute, from where will it come? Emerald Stair is not the breadbasket it was, and the dream of yore is now deferred. If we accept this deal, I fear we are building a trap certain to catch our own legs.
Tribute, he says. Taxes, soldiers. The Empire has tried it all before. Look to the Eastern Reach if you don't believe me. They want to bleed us dry, to fill their coffers and fight their wars, to break us like wild animals. But I will not bend.
It's still a gamble, but I think it's the safest bet. We get the benefits of Imperial trade and protection without losing all of what makes this place special. There's no way of knowing what it would mean in another generation or two. But right now, it gives us the security and stability to recover.
We were fine before Adir showed up, and we'll be fine when they're gone. Trust the lands and her people, Envoy.
If we give Adir power over us, we can't be surprised if they decide to flex it later.
Subtle, pernicious, cut the rot, yet the disease remains. Safety among spiders. A web gleaming with dew. They weave, they wait.
Of course.
I know why.
You have seen more of this land and met more of its people than any of us. Your opinion is informed. You were empowered by the Emperor himself to investigate an impossible problem. And against the odds, you solved it. You are the close personal friend of a rogue god. And in our dealings together, I found you to be a person of substance and conviction. But mostly, it's because you're a Diran, so I trust you. And these fine people here are going to do whatever they like if they don't agree with you anyway. Well, don't leave me in suspense. Oh, gods have mercy.
By grit and steel, Thirdborn stands with the living lands.
Fjord and her animancers stand with the living lands.
We deserve this opportunity. Thank you for believing in us.
Fighting a battle together is easy. I just hope everyone's willing to stick it out when it comes to the politics.
God, they made the right decision for once.
Finally, some sense permeates the proceedings.
On your head be the consequences. That leaves the matter of Ludwine and the Steel Garrote. She will never surrender, Envoy. You must kill her, or we will lose Paradis, and eventually the island.
The living lands will never be free until we break the chain around our necks. Ludwine must die her final death.
She better say her goodbyes while she can.
I'm proud to fight at your side, Envoy. One last time.
Let's get to work then. We've got a walking corpse to bury.
The Paradis militia will be at your back. Give her no quarter. The future waits for you.
Thank you for deserving it. Now, go and teach the Steel Garrote a lesson they will never forget.
Show them that the living lands will not be broken across Vodka's knee.
We will send reinforcements to help you reclaim the Eastern Gate. From there, work your way to the main plaza. May all the gods of Eora and the living lands protect you.
Let's take back the city together. Show the Steel Garrote how the living lands takes care of its own.
Let's go free a city, shall we?
The ogre has been an absolute menace to the Steel Garrote. I mean good. If anyone deserves to be menaced, it's them. But keep your voice down, will you? I don't want him to realize I'm here and introduce me to his club. Oh, it's you again. Do you follow trouble around, or is it vice versa? What are you doing here? Do you want something? I'm not going to be here long enough to need those tips. No offense to Paradis, but I think I'm ready to go home now. I plan to. Well, seems like you're busy and I've really got to get back to hiding, so... Good luck, Envoy. If you need me, please don't.
Yeah. It's no use. It's all right. You're a better soldier than I ever was.
That'll show him.
We've got company!
Don't worry about the eastern gate. I'll protect your back. I was just getting warmed up.
Envoy, what are you doing here? I thought you left town weeks ago. About time. You're the only one Ludwig will listen to. I saw a few on my way here. I imagine they've been waiting for this to happen for a long time. Listen, one of the Garot's units is scouting up ahead, maybe 5 strong. I wouldn't want to fight them if I were you. Take this key. It'll unlock the gate to the canals. You can thank the captain who forgot it. Suit yourself. I wish someone had stood up to the Steel Garot a long time ago. But, well, you're here now. That's what matters. Good luck.
We should go now, while the fighting's died down.
Can you not hear the screaming outside?
She's right. We can't go now. Then when? Should we wait till the Garot set this bar alight?
Never had a chance.
Watch your right!
I think I sprained my shoulder.
Aha! Let's finish this.
stay down.
Monica demands your submission. Stand against her and fall.
Let's pay Ludwig one final visit, shall we? Let's make sure she stays dead this time. All right, dearie?
There you are. So, you survived the garden. Did you come all this way just to try your luck again? To kill me more efficiently than last time? My will is stronger than death. That is both my blessing and my curse.
Of course, we are prepared to kill you as many times as it takes, dear.
Death has no claim to me. Look around, Envoy. Heelguard should have listened. He tried to bring order through compromise. He failed. Order is meant to be imposed by a stern, guiding hand.
Her order wields sharp steel. She must set down her blade.
Gladly. Why prolong the inevitable? Farewell, Envoy.
There's no coming back this time. Prepare yourself for the next world.
You won't be missed, Ludwig.
Once I'm done killing you, your god of
Grow.
Come on! Last time!
Wonica! Queen among queens! Send me your aid!
Even Wonica is done with you, Ludwig.
Worth it.
Under my...
Again, Wonica! Help me! Ethic worth it. Go on. Isehe!
Wherever Ludwine is now, she must be seething.
Of course, we'd be happy to kill her again, if needed.
She's done. But we're not. Whatever's next, we'll face it. Together.
Gods, you're all gonna make me sick. But carry on.
Unraveled at last. We no longer feel her wire against our flesh. We are free always. We are free forever.
Silence falls over Paradise, as though the city is holding its breath. Then you hear it, the ringing of a distant bell, the waving of banners, and cheers of victory. After a short and bloody conflict, the dust has finally begun to settle. You feel Sapadal close to your thoughts, stirring with interest. The god of the living lands is observing this moment, unfettered by confusion or fear. For the first time in centuries, they understand. The Paradise militia rallies to you, the outsider who defended them in their hour of need. Whatever happens next, you have won their confidence. You take a moment to reflect on the calm. Not so long ago, you arrived at these shores on a simple errand, which turned out to be anything but simple. The dream scourge is over, and the island has been cleansed of plague. A time of healing and mourning follows. People look to you for answers about the source of the affliction. You tell them the truth, how the plague came from a power beyond mortal understanding, and how it is finally at peace. Thanks to you, the living lands has escaped Adiran oppression. The free settlements unite under a common banner and begin the fraught process of negotiating new traditions and values. The Empire withdraws. The frontier remains wild, but not for long. For the rebels of Paradise, this is not a victory they can share. Fearing your wrath, they retreat deeper into the wilderness, taking their secrets and ideals with them. The refugees of Emerald Stair resettle in Thirdborn, bringing their skills and research to aid the local community. What starts as an uneasy partnership blossoms into a bond of trust. Through shared adversity, they find common ground. The ashes of Fior Messiverno continue to smolder. Scavengers avoid the ruins, fearful of spirits unleashed by animancy gone awry. The once promising city is nothing but a cautionary tale. For the people of Shatterscarp, independence is bittersweet. Those who cannot withstand the grief inflicted by Ringgrim's spell leave the settlements, vanishing into the wilderness. Those who remain find themselves forced to cooperate with others, often begrudgingly. With so many dead, the need to stave off hunger outweighs any distaste for certain trading partners. The loss of both the keep and her oldest friend drive Mihala into a grief so absolute that she cannot face the world or her own people. But the Pargrunen rally around their leader by focusing upon a single endeavor, building a new settlement from the ruins of the old one. Inspired by her people, Mihala returns to herself and to her seat at the council. The doors of this new settlement slowly inch open, a tentative welcome to the once forsaken world. For the first time in many years, Kai feels an agreeable restlessness. Not to flee, not to drift, but to venture. He visits the distant shores Tama told him about, and savors the modern marvels, ancient wonders, and breathtaking expanses he beholds. His heart swells, not with grief, but with awe. There is so much to discover, and he will spend his years chasing all of the joy and beauty the world has to offer him. With his travels alongside the envoy complete, Marius is left directionless once again. Rather than disappearing into his cups, however, Marius leans on his time among his companions to give him the strength to re-enter society and find comfort in civilization. He establishes a route between Paradise and Thirdborn, guiding travelers between the two in return for money and supplies. And while he has a reputation for being aloof, he joins the campfires from time to time, sharing stories of his time with the envoy that most travelers believe are completely made up. Giada learned much in your time together. How to stand up to authority, how to face the unknown, and how to move on from the past. But her family's unfinished work weighs heavily on her soul. Her inheritance is the burden of achieving the impossible. Such is the life of an animancer. At least now she has the right tools for the job, and new friends to help her through hard times. No longer under the threat of imminent death, Yardsley returns to the Animancers. Reunited with her beloved Quilici, she helps him and the Animancers as they put their lives together after the attack on Fior Messiverno. Eventually, she even has something nice to say to Vidaro. As the days pass in contentment and relative peace, Yardsley is struck by the persistent feeling that something is missing. Though she still devotes herself to her studies of both the arcane and the godless, the restlessness never goes away. Freed from torment for the first time in centuries, Sopadal turns their prodigious curiosity to the people that shaped them. They observe the ways their people live, and they think deeply about what they see. Though they flinch away from moments of violence, and they grieve souls returned to them too soon, the rage that once shook cities to rubble no longer rules them. Instead, they come to you with questions. They want to understand. After a time, they begin tentatively to garden. Where they can, they improve the lives of Kith, and the suffering that troubled them is reduced, if never fully eradicated. Their grief compels them to love, and they love unreservedly, with the power of a god. Sopadal pours a fragment of their power into the statue they claimed from the temple of Aethys. Newly embodied, they roam the living lands and learn to experience the world as Kith do. Their first attempts at locomotion are clumsy, and a stand of innocent trees is violently returned to the wheel. But as their confidence grows, so does their grace. Soon, they are bounding across the plains of eastern Dawnshore, leaping the river gorge in Emerald Stair, scaling the shark's teeth of Shatterscarp, and fearlessly wading into the Tusk's acid sea. When they break, they come to you to put them back together. And in time, they learn to fix themselves. They wander far afield. You see less of them, but they are never far from your thoughts. And on the rare occasion they return, they always bring you something beautiful and strange. The sounds of celebration pull you out of reverie. Many are waiting to greet you with open arms. You take a moment to catch your breath and savor it, because everything is about to change.